Are you feeling tired and feeling drained all the time? You're struggling to focus and you are not able to sleep. You're having chronic insomnia or you have very, very high stress level. Well, this is not because of age, but there are five hidden testosterone killers that could be affecting your health. So, on today's episode, I want you to pay attention to these everyday things that we encounter in life. And these are five hidden killers of your testosterone levels. And if you get to know them, you can begin to eliminate them from your lifestyle so that you can gain your testosterone level back. If you're a man like me, you know that low testosterone can affect a lot of things in our life. So let's dive into it. The first one is chronic stress. Chronic stress will cause your cortisol level to go very high. And when your cortisol level is high, guess what it does? It reduces your testosterone production and therefore having low testosterone. We live in a world today where there's so much stress everywhere, but there are certain things that you and I can do to reduce our stress level. For example, meditation or going for a walk 15 to 20 minutes a day, or just putting music on and relaxing, or just slowing down. These things can reduce our stress level, therefore reducing our cortisol and therefore your testosterone level. The second thing that can reduce our testosterone level is lack of sleep. In fact, lack of sleep has been associated with decreased testosterone level. In fact, there was a study that was done. It shows that this will shock you. Testosterone level reduces by 15% for a lack of sleep for a week. So a poor sleep pattern for just a week will reduce your testosterone level by a whopping 15%. So the take home is that make sure you are getting 6 hours of more of sleep because anything less than that can reduce you and I our testosterone levels. The next one is alcohol and sugar intake, sugar and alcohol overload. I'm talking about beer, soda drinks, and also processed snacks. What this does is that when you have a sugar load in your body, what is that? Is that increases what your insulin production. When the insulin level is high, that's you have what we call insulin resistance. That will reduce your testosterone production. Yes, that is true. So instead of drinking a lot of soda and beer and all these processed snacks, I think it's a very good idea to drink some pure water. After all, your body is over 75% water. So water is good for you. Water will flush a lot of things out of your body and also to maintain your testosterone level. The fourth testosterone killer is low vitamin D level. Yes, if you are stuck in your room all the time, you don't go out, you're always by your computer, you stay on the screen all the time, you don't go out to get any fresh air or any vitamin D, you are doing yourself a big harm because low vitamin D level, what it does is that vitamin D is a precursor for testosterone production. So if it's very low, you're going to have low testosterone level. And what can you do to improve that? Go get some sunshine, especially summertime. Go get some sunshine. If you live in a tropical area, good for you. You get sunshine all the time. But if your level is low, hey, this is not the end of life. You can replace it with vitamin D, and then your testosterone level will improve. Last but not the least, this is going to shock you. This is a big shocker. I call it endocrine disruptors or things that can mess up with your endocrine system. For example, BPA, plastics, and parabens, and there are other ones that out there. I think it's called phthalate or phthalates. They call it, and all these things are chemicals that are found in everyday grooming products like cosmetics, perfumes, and what they do is that they will mimic estrogen. because they mimic estrogen, it will mess up with your other hormonal balance and in that certain production of testosterone. So what you want to do is that you want to make sure you are using some natural products for self-care and grooming that does not contain these substances so that it will not mess up with your other hormonal system and therefore your testosterone production. So, in a nutshell, these killers are very, very sneaky, all right? But it's easy to identify. And once you identify them, you begin to eliminate them from your everyday to day life, and therefore you gain your testosterone back again. Now, if you found this information helpful, I want you to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, share this with friends, and leave me a comment here if you've used any of these things and has reduced your testosterone level. Leave me a comment, and so that our readers can also learn from it. And remember that in the 21st century, you are your own physician. And so make sure that you pay attention to these five killers so that you can keep your testosterone at bay, and your high testosterone level will give you more energy, and your manhood will also be good so that you can have a happy life. Until then, Dr. Moses, I'll see you back in the next episode.